SHC Elite Socks available now at shcapparel.com. Men Make Moves, Suckers Stand Still. M3S3 Apparel by Sneakerhead Confessions available now at M3S3 Apparel on Instagram.
What's going on? It's your boy Sneakerhead Fred out in the Inland Empire. Rocking one of my favorites today, the South Beach Nines. About to get my boy Kenyon Terrell a heat check. Let's go. SHT, what's up? What's going on, man? Thanks for having me. Ready to do this heat check? Let's do it.
Now we at the top, MJ, 88, 9, never gonna stop. Yeah, so it's on me. I got threes for the whole team. Now we at the top, MJ, 88, 9, never coming down. Work. So it's on me. I got threes for the whole team. Now we at the top, MJ, 88, 9, never coming down. Work.
Been waiting a long time to do this. Shout out to the Dead Stock Divas, Miss September, Miss Sugi. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, man, so we finally here. Big collection, man. I didn't expect anything less from you, man. I got to start it off with I ask everybody, what started it for you?
BC3s that I have on my feet. I remember
Classics, yes.
88. I was in the 7th grade, and I remember when I got the Jordan 1s, I loved them Jordan 2s. I was a Jordan fan, you know, watching the Bulls.
Okay.
And then when Jordan came on the scene, I remember this shoe being a big deal because it had a visible air bubble, and it was the first shoe that was like $100, and everybody went crazy, like $100 for tennis shoes.
Yeah.
So I actually have my OG pair right here.
They'll crumble if you take them out?
Yeah, but you can see like right here, air bubbles all fogged. They're pretty good shape still. The back tabs haven't started cracking yet, but this is probably my most prized pair of shoes as far as stuff that I've had in my collection.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And what year was this?
88.
88, yep. Wow, that's crazy you still have these.
And then, so from there, they've retroed. I think they retroed again in 94. They retroed in 01. I have a pair of those in storage. And then they retroed again. I think these are 2011, I want to say.
Yeah.
I have 3 pairs of these. And then it even transferred over to, not a lot of people know about this shoe, but
okay.
These are, Roger Federer and Michael Jordan are really good friends. So he wanted his tennis shoe to be designed after the Jordan 3. So this is a Nike Zoom Vapor Air Jordan 3.
I have not seen these before. I'm ashamed of myself right now.
And that's probably one of the most comfortable shoes I own.
And these were brought out? These were a release?
Yeah. Right now, those are probably, I want to say 400, 450. And then, of course, if you got to have BC3s, then you got to have white cement 3s.
The white ones, yes.
So these dropped, I think, All-Star Weekend 2 years ago, and I love this shoe. So this is a Air Jordan 3 88 with the Nike Air on the back.
Yes.
That's a retro. That's not the original.
It's retro, yeah.
With those, since I had those Federers, then I had to go and get these.
Man!
So that one, the white one, actually goes for more. That one's probably $550 to $600.
Were these tough to get?
Yeah.
Yeah? Online, or you got them in person?
Remember, the black ones I got in person. The white ones I actually got online. Something happened to the pair, and I had to find another pair.
Yeah.
But those are some of my prized possessions.
You know what, man? Since we're talking about old stuff, you know, you being a member of the official group, you know, everybody on the private blog, you know, they call you the OG of the group. So, you know, I'm gonna ask a question I'm sure everybody wants to know. What is the oldest pair of sneakers that you have right now in your closet?
The oldest pair, and when I say oldest, probably OG to me. If you've been doing this
Look
a
at
while,
the box.
J.C. Penney's used to sell Jordans. You can see it right there.
Yeah, J.C. Penney, yeah.
And this is a OG 1994. Look how old the box is. 1994 Jordan 10. It was originally released with this extra piece of leather right here, but then Jordan didn't like that, so they recalled it, and then pairs were re-released without that piece of leather on the front.
That is crazy.
And I'm not really sure because there's still speculation. The other shoe is OG pair of Nike Bow Trainer 3s. And how you could tell is when you go inside, there's no production date. Like if you pick up this shoe right here, most people will know, it'll always give you a production date. So this was April 28th, 2014. But now when you look at this shoe, there's no production date. Nothing. It's an OG. Man. Being a Raider fan, being born in Oakland, to still have that shoe, you couldn't wear it. Look at it, like even to the touch, like you can't wear that. Look at there, it will fall apart. But just to have it still,
yeah, that's big. That's huge.
I want to say between 94 and 96. I don't remember exactly what year they released.
Yeah, it's crazy for you to still be holding on to these, man. That's dope. They don't call you the OG for nothing. I know that. I see that. You got a lot of kicks in here, man. I gotta ask, do you wear all of your shoes, or some of them sit, or do you try to put them in rotation?
I've been known. One of my things is I cop a lot of doubles. So there's shoes that I've held on to that I've never gotten around to wearing. So to give you an example, in 1998, when the Bred 13s came out, these right here, I bought 2 pairs. But then in 2004, they re-released them. So I played basketball in the OG pair. Then 2004, they came out with another pair. So these are DS dead stock Bred 13s from 1998. I've never even tried this shoe.
And they still look crisp too.
And you could tell.
They still feel, man.
If you look at this and you see all these boxes, this gray section, it doesn't say retro on it. They're all OGs from that time span.
And why is the bottom like that? Is it dye?
Because OG Jordans that have suede colors like this, if you look at OG gray toes, the color bleeds. And it's just from oxidation and being left out over time. Then like
these look better than my newer pair.
Because I've never worn them. But then you'll have a pair like these. They're called Carolina Lows because there's a little bit of Carolina on them. I like to call them Black Flints. That's one of my favorite shoes that I have in my collection because you don't see that every day.
So what's your favorite pair of shoe in your collection right now?
Okay, well actually, I'm big on having OGs that are OG to me, but my favorite shoe that's in my collection came from a member that a lot of people don't know. His name is Mike Manikwu, and I want to shout him out on IG. He's Rico Escobar. When I was younger, I got in some trouble, and Michael Johnson, I think it just won the gold medal, and he was dubbed the fastest man in the world, and he had these gold cleats. So off that hype, Nike produced this shoe, and it's called an Air Zoom Spiridon. And this is the first shoe, like lightweight performance running shoe by Nike that had Zoom technology. You can check that out.
This the first shoe with the Zoom Air?
Yeah, a running shoe.
Yeah.
And I didn't have this in my
light too.
And I didn't have that in my collection, obviously, from 97. I had beat it up, but I went to see Mike to pick up some Chicago 1s. And we were just having a conversation, just talking like me and you are talking right now. And he's like, you know what? Let me stop you. And he went back in his vault. And believe me when I tell you, it's a vault. He's like, I have that shoe, dead stock, in your size.
Might be coming to see Mike next. See what's in that closet.
Look, even down to extra arches for your insoles. Back when Nike used to do surveys and ask you what you thought of their product.
That's another thing. Like, that's crazy. They stopped that.
So when I got home and I wanted a nice pair of kicks, summertime San Diego, you at the beach, this is the shoe that I bought. And to have this in my collection, this shoe is more value to me than anything in here.
That's dope. And that's
and he sold it to me for $80.
Sheesh. That's original. And see, for that to be your favorite shoe and not something that's hype right now, you know, because I come in here and I see you have the Yeezys, you have the retros, and your favorite shoe is something that I'll probably never see on any episode of Heat Check, so that's dope.
There wouldn't be Yeezys without that shoe.
Exactly.
High performance runner, that was it. That's what started it.
Yeah,
Roaches, everything, that started it.
While we're on that, what's your least favorite shoe that you own? You know,
this is easy. Least favorite shoe of all time is right here.
Oh my! I know that box. How is that your least favorite pair of shoes?
Jordan 11 Space Jam.
Oh my god!
This is the most fake, most hype shoe ever. I remember 2009 being in Ontario Mills, and there was a line outside of a shoe store. I had never seen people camp out before.
This is your least favorite pair of shoes.
And I was, look at it. It's been worn once or twice since 2009. They were camped out for those. There was probably 100 people in a line. So when you want to, everybody goes, what happened to the shoe game? Why we have raffles? Why you have people camping out? This shoe started that. This was the first shoe that people camped out for. From my recollection. I could be wrong, but this is the first shoe that started all the hype beast.
I definitely remember that. It was all over the news. Even on the military bases, I remember. People were camped outside of...
I have a dead stock pair from 2000.
Yeah.
Because people think in 2000 that that's a retro. No, that's the first year it was released. These didn't come out in 96 with the rest of the 11s. I have a dead stock pair in storage that I had never even worn. And I got this pair. I was like, all right, well, I'll wear it. And then I wore it twice and then never wore the shoe again.
So you have a storage collection as well with sneakers?
Yeah, there's probably 200 pairs in here and probably another 200 between skate shoes, Vans, Chucks, basketball
So you wear everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
All right, man, I see you got us here with the 13s, the 6s. What's going on? What's this about?
Everybody has their thing in their collection that sets them apart from other sneakerheads, you know, whether it's the type of shoes they collect, why they collect them, things like that. I feel like the thing that separates my collection from others is the family aspect of it. Like my whole thing when I post in the group is whole fam fresh. So if I have it, 90% of the time, my wife and my daughter have the same shoe. So my favorite 13s are Flint 13s.
Classic.
Me and the baby have 2010s. Wifey actually has a pair from 2005.
Oh, wifey killing y'all.
I'm a little salty about that because I was able to find her a clean pair and not myself.
Yeah.
And then these 6s, this is actually how me and you met.
That's right.
And I was going to Champs to pick up her pair and to pick up a pair I won in a raffle. And that day, I knew people were going to be, you know, wearing their Carmine 6s, so I und'd this pair from the CDP pack, and you could tell the difference because if you look at the clear sole on this one, and the new release has a bluish tint on the bottom.
Yeah.
So this is a new release, and this is from the CDP pack, which is like 2008, I want to say.
Yeah. And I had on the new ones, and I thought I was doing something. I had them early. I was like, yeah, I mean, you come through with those. Yeah, it hurt my feelings a little.
So I picked up a shirt that day, the What'd You Say About My Kick shirt.
Yeah, we just dropped it,
Yeah, I picked that up, and then that's how our friendship started. And I think like a month later, I was in SHC, and that's how we ended up here.
Look, man, I appreciate you having us, man.
No doubt, you know what it is.
Always all love. All right, man, so any special shout-outs you want to give before we get out of here, man?
I respect everybody in the group. In our group, I have to say, we have more females that are knowledgeable and know their kicks and have heat than any other group I've ever seen. Shout out to Pauline Frerin, Lynette Mitchell, Brielle Nolan. My personal pick who's heat check I would want to see is Daniel Rosa, because I know he's got a lot of heat. Shout out to Lou Wright, Chris Yingling, TC Wills, the Henderson boys. I just love our group and what it's about because all of us, we do it for the love. It's not, you know, we go back and forth with debates and everything, but everybody has a good, genuine knowledge about kicks. We all show love and support the movement. Team SHC.
All right, man. So,
thank you for having me.
no doubt.